What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. This time we're taking a look at Mr. Deeds, the 2002 remake of the 1936 movie Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. Okay, so just for context, I've never seen the original 1936 movie. I'm just going to judge this movie on its own merits. Alright, so what do I think of Mr. Deeds starring Adam Sandler? I like Mr. Deeds. I always got a kick out of this movie. I always found this movie to be funny. I don't put it on the same pedestal as a Wedding Singer or a Waterboy or even a Big Daddy. But by itself, I thought Mr. Deeds is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of funny moments and a lot of funny bits that I do enjoy. It does got some good characters that I got some kick out of. Not every single joke in this movie is going to land. I do find some characters to be utterly either misused or just you could have taken them out of the movie just in general. But for the most part, I found Mr. Deeds to be fun. It's a fun movie. The overall story of this movie is this: Adam Sandler plays his character called Longfellow Deeds, who is the long lost relative, supposedly, of this alleged New York billionaire who dies while climbing dies by climbing a mountain. And since this billionaire had no surviving heir to his throne, they discover he has a long lost relative. Enter the Mr. Deeds character, and now Deeds, who was this small time owner of a pizzeria and part-time card maker, is now being put into the limelight. So yeah, that's the overall story of Mr. Deeds. You know, it's simple. It's nothing overly complicated. Nothing overly serious. But you do get a lot of good comedic mileage out of it. I like Adam Sandler in the movie. He does a really good job of just making the character of Deeds comes across as just a very, very likable guy who will just do the littlest thing to help another person. Like this is not a materialistic person. This is a guy with a genuine good heart and a genuine good soul. And when he comes to the concrete jungle of New York, it does whatever it can to paint Deeds in a bad way, since he's this small-time hick who now has lots of money and he's being made a fool of. But Deeds never loses his integrity and never loses sight of who he is. Like, his core always remains the same, which I like. And I thought Adam Sandler overall put in a very fun performance. I liked him in this movie. It ain't his greatest work, but I enjoyed him. Winona Ryder, who plays the love interest, Babe Bennett. I thought Winona Ryder was good in this movie. Her and Adam Sandler have decent on-screen chemistry, and I like the scenes of them bonding, which I thought were actually really, really nice. I like how she's a reporter trying to get the dirt on Deezy, and she does this by posing as a fake school nurse named Pam Dawson. At first, her character is just about wanting to get the scoop, but as the film progresses and moves on, she starts to develop actual true feelings for Deezy, and Deeds reciprocates those feelings as well. So I like that stuff. I thought the stuff with Deeds and Babe was handled okay. Nothing spectacular, but nothing offensively bad either. This movie boasts a very strong supporting cast that has John Turturro as his character called Emilio, who was the former butler of Deeds' great uncle. Emilio has this fetish with feet, which is weird. Some of the jokes with Emilio are funny, and other jokes just fall flat to me. The whole running gag of him being obsessed with feet, I didn't really get a whole lot of laughs with. I thought it was kind of I don't know. I think the movie was trying a little bit too hard to give him this quirky thing, and it just didn't really gel with me. But I did like Turturro, and I thought he was funny, and I thought he did have some funny moments. I think the big twist at the end, with him being revealed as the real heir to Blake Media, is kind of out of left field, and the movie does very faint hints about it, though it doesn't really do enough hints to make you to plant any seeds. It does feel like it comes completely out of nowhere, which it kind of does. But that's just a story problem. That's just a story problem, though. That could have easily been fixed if you would have planted more hints and teasers of that being a possibility. But Overall, I thought the tour was fine in this movie. Peter Gallagher plays Chuck Cedar, who was trying to take over the Blake Empire. I liked Peter Gallagher in this movie. I thought he played a nice, smarmy, just schmucky type of business tycoon villain. He was a lot of fun. He was over the top, and the scenes with him and Adam Sandler, I enjoyed them. It's very antagonistic, and I like it. And I like how condescending Cedar can be without Deeds really picking up on it. I thought those scenes were actually pretty funny to me at least. Hands down, my favorite side character in this movie is Jared Harris's character, who plays the lead producer of Inside Axis, named Mac, who is trying to paint Deeds as a bum. It's pretty much trashy tabloid journalism, but I liked Jared Harris in this movie. He had a lot of funny bits. With my favorite one, of him getting a kick out of the character of Babe, saying saying that the Pam Dawson character she's portraying is a virgin, and his reaction to that is absolutely hilarious. And Harris does have some more funny bits peppered all throughout the movie. I would have liked for Harris to have more of a major presence in this movie, to be honest with you. But that's neither here nor there. In the scenes I did get Jared Harris in, he was a scene stealer, to me at least. So I got no complaints with that. So I don't really have too many complaints with that. The actors who played Dee's friend in his little small town of Mandrake Falls, you have Peter Dante, who plays a guy who's funny. You have another actress whose name I can't remember. She's a heavyset lady. She was in shows like 2.5 Men and stuff like that. She plays like a motherly type of figure to Deezy. She was fine as well too. Her and Winona Ryder have a very entertaining little fight scene near the end of the movie when all gets revealed, and Deeds pretty much just goes back to Mandrake Falls after having his heart broken, and this is what leads to the third act, which feels like a paint by numbers rehash of Big Daddy, only with completely different circumstances, but it's directed and feels the exact same way. And the speech that Sandler gives is eerily similar. Only instead of fighting custody for a child, he's trying to take back a multimedia company. It's overly sentimental, overly sappy, like all Adam Sandler movies can be. They can really cheat a lot, but that's neither here nor there. Well, that's whatever, I guess. That comes with the territory. Yeah, okay. So all right. Now I'm gonna wrap up the review a little bit. Also, you have Alan Corvette, who plays a friend of Babe's. I thought he was funny in the little role as well. He plays like a spy, pretty much linking information to Chuck Cedar as a way to bury Deeds. John McEnroe makes an appearance in this movie. Blake Clark, who is an Adam Sandler regular, has one of my favorite scenes out of this entire movie. Just YouTube it. Mr. Deeds, Blake Clark. Scene's absolutely hilarious. I love it. So yeah, those are pretty much my quick thoughts on Mr. Deeds. At the end of the day, I like this movie. I think it's fine. It's not on the same level. Like I said, it's not on the same level as a Wedding Singer, a Waterboy, or even a Big Daddy. But I do enjoy it for what it is, which is why I'm going to give Mr. Deeds I'm going to give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. I enjoy it. I like it. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Mr. Deeds. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.